Good afternoon, Zelda Speedruns 2. It's time for Majora's Mask Randomizer Blitz Season 2 Weekly Seed. We're going to have 4 runners with us today, a couple more in the back. But doing comms today is Captain MD13 and G to Call, and Axel Ryman, Flap, and myself will be tracking in the back end. Take it away, guys.
Thank you so much. Hello, G. How you doing today?
I'm doing very well, Captain. How are you today?
Literally just kind of came crashing on in here after wrapping something else up that took a little longer than I would have liked, but hey-ho, we're here now.
Yes, yeah. I hope whatever it was, it went wonderfully. And welcome in, everybody. Got some MMR Weekly. What's up, Blitz S2? Excited. I haven't actually been in the booth for Blitz S2 yet, so I'm super excited to kind of
this Blitz 2 has been quite the brain teaser so far, because it's, for one thing, it's a slightly different win con, because instead of defeat bosses, it's collect remains. Or collect fairies.
Right, to get the remains. And then the remains themselves become text, don't they? Oh, it's so cool.
Yes, they do.
I'm excited. What are you hoping for today? What's something we're hoping to see?
Ooh.
Bot.
I wouldn't mind. Okay. For a minute, I thought Pojo was just muted. It's just that whatever music was playing in the menu just must have ended or something. I got thrown off.
It's pretty funny. Oh yeah, I'm sliding it up. I hear the menu sounds.
Thanks for that, Pojo. Anyways, so yeah, we've got Pojo, Lone Wolf, Natharian, Gratoffy, and Fifth Whammy, all stars on their respective side of the controller. So for those who don't know, the win con is that you need to get 2 of the remains, of which are on the Great Fairy rewards. 10 of the fairies of each region are already in everybody's inventory. The other 5 are spread throughout the world, minus a few annoying checks like Bomb Granny. Anything that's Curiosity Shop is not required. So all the annoying checks, not today. But we also start with Great Fairy Mask, so that if there are any stray fairies out in the open, they can be picked up immediately.
Yeah, it's got the vanilla behavior of the hair lighting up, right?
Yes. So if you enter a room and the fairy sparkles light up, there is in fact a great fairy in the stray fairy in the vicinity. I'm gonna get those mixed up a lot.
All right, we are off. Good luck to all the runners. Let's go. Weekly time.
All right, and our first item is a purple rupee on the top of the clock tower. Very nice for later. Cafe has ice arrows.
Ice arrows. Wow.
Well, that'll be fun.
Cafe's
already
ice cold today.
Already there's chaos. I don't know what's on his chest, though. The ice arrows are kind of getting in the way.
It's pretty hard to see. Get another look here.
They're regular. They're regular arrows.
Okay. So
and
somebody shot Cafe twice. Poor Cafe.
Oh dear.
Fire arrows in the shop, and that's a notion title made as well.
All right. Now, Toilet Hand is not a check in Blitz 2, so as we hear Mario died again. Also, we do get an extra random starting song. We start with Oath for free, but we also get another random starting song, which it looks to be Song of Healing in this case.
Okay. Gotta be nice having that in. Early, so it's not just something that appears later.
Yeah, thankfully, money not seeming to be too much of an issue here to start things off.
Unfortunately, Grab missing the tingle hit. Huntington Darling, any day looked like it was something dead. Rupee of some kind. On that side.
Very nice. So yeah, we will get 4 Way of the Heroes and 3 Foolishes. And it looks like we got a Romani's mask on the Human Fairy reward.
This is the first time in a while where I think I've seen a 4-player race like this for Qual or something like over, and just everybody's in a different spot after like 2 minutes. I'm like, oh my god, my eyes are darting all around the screen. This is great.
No need to tell me twice. Now we got a small chest here. This might just be a fairy. And it is. It's a blue fairy.
Okay. So the blue ones are the GBT fairies, right? And the green ones are Snowhead?
Yes, they are. Ooh, big chest on Stumpy, and another big chest here in the South Termina Field grass. It is Hook.
Hookshot. All right.
All right. Well, we can get that Stumpy chest right now.
Yeah, no, that's definitely one of those hook spots where you're like, hey, thanks. Pink Woodfall, green Snowhead, blue GBT. And then, okay. I remembered the colors. Let's go. What do we got, Stumpy? A bomb bag. All right.
All right,
nice,
Hook.
Items for the south side.
Hook and bombs early. We got Smithy 2 is dead. We got another pair of hints earlier from Natharian and Pojo that said that ranches, wath, and sewers are foolish.
So Brown, get your eyes checked.
All right.
Bombers is dead. Castle Foolish song. Okay. Pretty interesting hit so far. Swamp Tidal Deed there.
Alrighty. So, some good information. We have bombs, and we have hookshot already, so it might not be a bad idea to chase that road to Icona Wath real fast in case it's the pillar chest.
Yeah, actually, good call. Maybe whenever you check the pillar chest, yeah, just run over real quick, give it a shot.
Keg W on Madame Aroma.
Nice.
Too bad we can't use that without a Goron mask.
Right. Okay.
That's a good one to not have to worry about.
Got Milk Road coming up here for Pojo. Nath getting their hook shot.
Yeah, so projectiles are in place, so Tingle is now available. Hook puts a couple of cave chests in Logic nice and early.
Nothing from Tingle and Milk Road there, but yeah, no, good shot on projectile. You got cave. Definitely good things to check. Getting the Postman's minigame here. Grat.
Yeah, choosing to do this before going to night 1. Very uncommon play. But also you don't have to wait for Bomb Grandma and all that jazz, so not necessarily any big problem doing it now.
So I'm curious, for the... Oh, there's a letter to Cafe. Okay.
Ah, that is interesting. That is Bunny Hood locked, and that locks our ice arrows.
Do we have enough time to turn that in? I can't remember when you're supposed to... Is it...
Midday 2. About 11 a.m. day 2 is your cutoff. Around that time. I think it's a tiny bit after, but yeah, you have until day 2 to turn that in.
I always forget all the different nuances to it. It just it goes in one ear and out the other whenever I look back up.
But yeah, getting letter to Cafe early is really nice. It's just now the question becomes, where did that Bunny Hood run off to? Now, I wonder, wouldn't it be great if the Bunny Hood is the road to Icona Wath, since we can get it now? And especially if it's Wath for Ice Arrows, that would make sense. Because Ice Arrows locks a lot of stuff.
Yeah. So, the question I was going to ask, funny enough, actually is based off of that. Do the Waths kind of, like, lock a number of fairies? Is that generally how they...
Yes, the Waths themselves can never lead to fairies, but they do have to result in... They have to make sure the item in the Wath will give you, I think, multiple regions of fairies, because you only need 2 regions. So, as long as it gives you at least 3 regions, 3 different fairy colors, it should be a reasonable Woth, which makes a lot of sense for ice arrows.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense then. You've just got all of Upright Kana, you've got GBT stuff, probably a number of other checks that I'm forgetting.
Yeah, I am convinced that either of our 2 Woths right now is just simply for Bunnyhood.
Yeah, that would definitely make sense.
And we get our first Stone Tower Stray Fairy on Anju on Room Key check. I have a feeling that estimate is a leftover from an April Fool's Day stream.
Oh, yeah.
Because normally, Blitz seeds don't usually go beyond 2.5 hours, and that's a big usually, given what we do on this channel.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm sure the average is lower than that, than the occasional, you know, Shancy. It's a little higher than that. Poet is dead. Thank you for that. Excellent. I was going to say, I was thinking about the 4 hours for a second. I was like, really? 4? And I saw the 20, and I went, oh, I understand now.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was just thinking probably a leftover April Fool's joke from Wednesday. Madame Aroma in bar is dead. It's a milk bottle not required. Interesting.
Nathan Ranch. Is early ranch like is there a meta for early ranch right now? Deku Palace Moth, okay.
In a sense, because the Romani's game is not required. It's locked out in Blitz. I think Aliens and Cremie are also off the table. Now, there are some
hand-loaded, like, masterpiece kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay.
Now, Whammy notices, well, actually, this might change after Room Key. Let's see. But we can see the Great Fairy Sparkles right now. And we see that they're gone now. So there should be no further stray fairies in Stockpot Inn.
Yeah, hopefully there's nothing else there, too. No more inn. I'm sure the runners will check more things for items.
But yeah, there's only 3 checks in Ranch. There's the chest here, which we're about to check out right now. Which is a big chest. I'm still crossing my fingers for Bunnyhood.
Zora.
Ooh.
Alright.
That's...
Yeah, looks like going west. What in the...
Pamela required for Deku Mask.
Saber. I honestly... Saber, you rolled this, right? I'm not saying your name right now. Yeah, okay. Saber, I think half of the seeds that I've done comms with that you've rolled have been Pamela seeds.
Incredible. We found Sniffa in the Bomber's hideout chest. That should not be a big deal today, because I don't think the blue... Well, actually, it could be a backup blue potion, but Well Left is dead, but we don't need it today. So yeah, Bunnyhood is absolutely required if it leads to a required Deku Mask. I would say that yeah. I would say that Zora probably satisfies the Woth for Ranch. Yeah. Pojo seems to want to...
We're still looking because, yeah, Pojo checked for the pillar.
Oh, did he?
Yep.
Okay.
Didn't shut up to pick up, just sort out.
I see. All right, Blast Mask on the Observatory check, the Moonsteer check.
Ooh, nice.
So...
It's a pretty friendly start, it feels like. Got Hook, Zora, some bombs, some Blast Mask.
Hey, remember when we said Egos was required except for this, or Egos has Foolish except for the song? I think we know why now. How much you want to bet Egos has Storms? Now, the good news is we already have Song of Healing.
Oh yeah, we have a keg. Oh yeah, we have a keg.
All right, now Staff Room has a Woodfall Fairy. That's pretty nice. I expect Pojo will be changing his image momentarily. Ooh, there's the other Deku Mask hint in
Oh,
And the
hell yes.
So yeah, everybody's going to see that. If they're either going to go to Ranch or Observatory, they're going to see that hint.
Oh, this is so good.
Now, Pojo is not hookshotting to Clocktown Central Pillar, so I don't think there's anything up there.
Okay.
So yeah, the question right now is for where's the logical path to the ice arrows? Okay. So if it's not the Icona Pillar, then it's either Punch Rock Grotto or Shiro, which means we also need Garo Gibdo to get to Pamela.
Right. Yeah, we need magic logically as well for the ice arrows.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that Deku Mask is gonna be pretty buried.
Yeah. Now, if we can get the Icona Mask and the Goron Mask, I wouldn't be surprised to see some Cake Castles. Do we need anything else for Cake Castle at that point?
You need fire, and I don't think you need lens in these settings, but I'm not 100% sure.
I just realized we don't have a bow.
Yeah, it's true. We're gonna see Gorman race.
If lens was not required for it. Was it required for S6? I feel like I remember that getting...
I don't remember. The lens
Oh,
logic...
wait, was that the one thing it was required for? Oh, crap, I can't remember.
I can't remember either, it's alright. I would get the Ocean Title Deed here, by the way. With Zora Mask in tow, you can already turn that in with just Icona access. And since you don't need to turn it in for toilet paper, and paper comes back with you through Song of Time, yeah, it's a good idea to... Yeah, nice Pojo.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Well, to be fair, it's because he spent 30 on the Ocean Title Deed. I almost said the Orange Title Deed, which that would be the Land Title Deed. I mean, close enough too.
Yeah, I guess that's pretty close.
All right, and we are going to see a quick check of the Sunken Chest in Termina Field. Nothing of importance there. Then a Bio Baba Grotto check with our bombs.
Speaking of nice, it is nice to have the consumables turned in through time. Different title deeds and stuff.
Indeed. Alright, Bio Baba Grotto has for us... Red Rupee.
Alright, we've got Grat heading south. I honestly don't know if anyone's gone south at this point. If someone has, I've missed it.
They have not.
Okay. Pojo heading west, though. I definitely, like having this owl out here at the very least, just because we've got Zora and Hook. It's like, yeah, okay. We've got bombs, too, for the Cape Grotto. It's just...
And with Hookshot, Pirate's Fortress is actually kind of wide open right now, and thankfully Sewers is foolish.
Yeah, no, Sewers foolish without Goron early. It's like, hey, we don't even need to worry about it right now, because we don't need to worry about it at all.
Yeah, I think going Pirate's Fortress right now is actually not a bad idea. Maybe after the next cycle, put it back!
So slow.
Oh,
okay.
Well,
okay, Goron. Alright, we've got a Goron in the Coast Grotto.
This is a very, very strong... This is a very strong opener right now. Like, we have a lot of good stuff. We have Goron.
Open.
Ooh, great spin on Swamp Tingle. That wouldn't be a bad thing to pick up later. So yeah, Goron Mask was free, Hookshot was free, bombs were right behind Hookshot. We know about Pamela leading to Deku, and we know where Letter to Cafe ran off to. This is a... Zora was right behind Hook, so... Yeah, this is a very good start. Definitely Ranch Rush seems to be
there's
rewardable.
Magic.
Unfortunately, Pojo is broke.
Pojo.
If we're lucky...
Mikau, though.
Well, hopefully we can just... Well, maybe we'll rob Mikau and get a purple off of that.
Pojo's just playing Grand Theft Zelda out here. Beat up a poor Zora, take his money, kill him, go buy some magic.
It looks like Icona
So
Pillar
much.
Grotto didn't have anything. So yeah, we need a mirror shield for Egos as well, since we know the song is like possibly required.
It would be really funny if it was Storms.
It would actually be extremely convenient in that case.
Yeah, that too. Save you sore.
Now, I don't recall if Pojo got letter to Cafe yet. I don't think so. I don't see it marked.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
Yeah, and Pojo can get it next cycle. Because right now you can't really do much with ice and whatnot without a bow.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
as
but I
long
guess
as
with the aspect of like knowing LTK's out there, that's kind of like the information. Getting that
Right.
earlier helps you like think about when Icona's going to come into play sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess we'll see when Pojo decides to go hit up the postman. Like you said, he has time next cycle.
We're gonna get another hint here. Pohut is dead. So I have 3 Watts, right? Deku Palace, Road to Icona, and Ranch. I don't think we've seen a 4th one.
I'm trying to think, but I think you're right. And then we've got the 2 Foolishes, the Sewers, and Castle.
Okay.
I'm trying to think, have we seen anything else?
No, put it back. No, I'm kidding. Honestly, that's kind of meaningless. These settings.
Probably see that one again in Mystery.
Oh yes, we will.
Maybe I'll have to start a bet at the beginning of Mystery this year and just first person to roll an A and K seed.
Ooh,
Bet
big
on
chest
Mystery
here.
Streamer. All right. Graveyard's open now. Thanks for the captain's hat.
Captain's hat's really good because right now we want song items, right? Because Deku Palace is required. Or not only is Deku Palace Way of the Hero, but Deku Mask is required, which honestly makes a lot of sense in hindsight. Nom 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 nom.
Wow. Really taking his time there with the meal there.
Well, unfortunately, with no magic, Pojo has to do this the hard way.
Yeah. But yeah, no, good shout on definitely runners looking to route in songs. Try to find out, where is this Storms? Where are the Storms?
I will.
Free Pamela's father.
That's a little bit of money, but it's not enough for magic.
Maybe Pojo could go for the pots near the trees.
Maybe. We can also check. We could also check where all the Great Fairies in the Great Bay Fairies are hiding. Because we do have bombs and hook shots, so we can get to the Great Fairy.
Oh, do they have like a miscellaneous text hint kind of thing?
Yes, they will tell you what region the remaining fairies are.
Interesting. That's kind of awesome. I did not know that. Alright, got another straight fairy there, speaking of. On Pojo's side.
Very nice.
That's going to be following in the Coast Cape clear here. Fifth picking up LTK here.
And
looks
yeah,
like Pojo might be what you were thinking of. Did Pojo see the magic? Yes, Pojo saw the magic. Pojo just did not have the money. Excuse me, did not have the money for it at the time. But will.
Alright, and our remaining fairy locations are in 2 in Guan Village.
Whoa!
Okay. 1 in Stone Tower Temple, that is behind ice, and another in Great Bay Temple. Okay.
That's fun. 2 in temples and 2 in Gorn Village. Okay.
So
what are the checks in Goron Village? We've got Keg Trial, we've got the Scrub and the Ledge, we've got Lens Cave. There's the shop items?
Yes.
Mark, right?
Yes. We do get a Great Fairy Sword underwater in Cape. That's great combat. I love Great Fairy Sword. I love combat before checks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now give me Big Man before
really
Remain.
Giving us a lot to work with today. It's very nice.
It has.
Magic and Great Spin, GFS, Goron for speed, Hook, Zora. Fire and Ice location. This is so exciting. Pamela Seed on top of it. I love it.
Alright,
It is not like Zora Hall.
It was 2 hard pieces. We're going to see the potion shop here. It's Gibdo and Couple's Mask. Both really strong items right now. That's our Icona access, and we can now turn in the Ocean Title Deed.
This is incredible. This is unbelievable how much we're getting.
Yeah, this is a very strong opener here.
Yeah, I guess where do you go from here? I mean, do you rush the kind of boss? Do you rush the items that you have hinted, or do you just kind of like play to density? I don't really know what the I guess ideal metagame is for Blitz and Blitz fastest, so I'm excited to see what runners will do.
So, in this case, well, let's see what Gratoffy does and if he picks up Captain's Hat. Because if he picks up Captain's Hat, then if it were me, I would rush Icona. Because you have the Captain's Hat, so you can get a song there. You have the Ocean Title Deed turn in. You have Punch Rock Grotto, which is still potentially Woth.
Yeah.
So there's a lot you can do in Icona, and you're chasing a Woth in doing so. So that's, of course, assuming you have all the pieces of the puzzle right now, which in Pojo's case, he's missing Gibdo from the Goron shop. Or from the potion shop, excuse me, not Goron shop. We haven't been to Goron shop yet. We are missing a bow for Goron shop.
Yeah, we're missing a bow for a lot of things, unfortunately. I'm starting to wonder if our Punch Rock could be a bow.
Ooh. Possible Great Fairy here behind Lord Keeper Xena's chest.
But yeah, no, I definitely think the sooner that the runners get to Icona, the better it'll be for them in the long run. It seems like there's quite a few things out east this seed, now that we've gotten all of our goodies out west.
This maze sucks!
Maybe. Yeah, this is pretty bad.
Yep, down and around. That maze sucked!
We didn't get a map? Wait, did the map get turned off for this, this tournament?
The map is turned off, yes.
No, the map!
But it was worth. It was a Stone Tower Temple Stray Fairy.
Yeah, definitely nice to have. Could potentially be required. Who knows?
In before, well, actually, our last Woth might be pretty late, so I wonder if our last Woth will contain a late hint for something late game.
We'll have to see.
Yeah, Gratoffy, take a minute to process that if you need to. That's some good comedy, this seed.
Having to stare at the hintstone twice, like Pamel's father. Pamel's father?
Ooh, and Gratoffy is gonna YOLO doggy racetrack here. Try and see if there's anything else in this ranch, potential Woth ranch.
I love it. Blue Dog taking a nice and steady lead. Blue Dog our best dog, but doing what Blue Dog does, unfortunately. Does look pretty rough for Grat right now. The Gold Dog is pretty far back in the pack. Race is starting to get around later into the final turns.
Yeah, this is going to be an L.
Did not pay off.
Oh, Pojo has discovered Bremen Mask in the Punch Rock Grotto.
Watching?
Rush your banks.
I mean, I already got Zora, but...
Rush your banks, people. It has a bow. Yeah, I would hit owl statues and then maybe try and chase that.
Yeah, definitely not a bad idea.
But yeah, the bow was just straight up on bank 1. By the way, that's been in logic since Sphere 0, people.
How many? The one and only bank check in these settings is... Oh, there's our last waft, Cape Waft.
Cape is waft. What did we find in Cape?
Found Captain's Hat. We found...
Oh, that's it. Captain's Hat. It's got to be Captain's Hat for the song, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. So now Pojo knows to chase this Captain's Hat.
It's a pretty nice confirmation. Oh!
Kita's got something, too.
Give us Sonata. Give us Sonata in the grave. Do it. Do it, game.
That'd be funny.
I want to see Akita check today.
How many times do we have to...
silly East checks.
Oh, yeah. How many times do we have to tell you, people? Bank 1 is Sphere 0. Do not neglect your banks.
You gotta invest. It's the best way to play Rando. Gotta invest.
Now, to be fair, that may not be, like, the only logical bow. There could just be another one chilling in, like, Day 2 Grave, for example. So...
Yeah. It is interesting, though. I'm starting to wonder what would be on Lemons or Shiro.
I'm more leaning towards Lemons right now.
Yeah, it's probably where our thing is. A Roth item.
I mean, I'd be very...
What it's gonna be. Maybe Light Arrows?
I'm thinking it's gonna be Bunny Hood.
Oh, you're right, actually. Yeah,
I'm still thinking it's
Bunny Hood.
I'm still thinking it's Bunny Hood for Letter to Cafe.
Yeah.
So yeah, Cape Walker.
I think Bunny Hood is the most likely, because we know we need Ice Arrows.
Now, unfortunately, Pojo is still yet to get magic here, but does have Great Fairy Sword, so this should still be relatively pleasant. Case in point.
Knuckle. And Nath actually picking up into Graveyard as well. Right behind Pojo. But is equipped with the magic.
Oh,
there we go.
Ain't that convenient?
There we go, baby!
I wonder if Deku Mask... Well, no, Palace is Way of the Hero, so Deku Mask is required for Palace Way of the Hero, but it crossed my mind to wonder if you only need Palace Walk, or Deku Palace required, just to get into the Woodfall Temple entrance.
Yeah, I mean, we do know that there are... there's a Great Bay Fairy in each of GBT and STT. So... it could be interesting to see what's in the Woodfall Temple.
Yeah, and a reminder...
what's ever behind Kita as well.
Yes. Because we know Sonata is a Wath song as well.
This last cat is being evil. Sorry.
No, you're good. Oh.
Interesting.
Possible never punished bow. That too.
That's a check.
Yeah.
Could be a thing.
Alright, so Pojo is going to not go to Day 2 Grave, and it's just going to immediately rush Kita.
I like it.
After taking a quick heal, because yeah, smart move. Yeah, Pojo should be able to do this.
And Gra also taking their way into Graveyard right now. Oh. Nice.
Nice catch.
And that's Akita down.
Well done. Yeah, Pojo's certainly not slouching on the combat checks this time around. And it looks like Fifth Whammy is taking out the likes for the extra rupees.
I like it. Double defense.
I mean,
not what I saw coming.
You're not going to say no to that at 3 hearts, though, to be fair.
No, yeah, good point. Double Ds are definitely going to help us with some survivabilities.
Especially since you have to go fight egos.
Oh, yeah. And it won't be Deku Soldier because... Oh, well, it could be.
Could be.
Hopefully it won't be Deku Soldier.
Well, if
hopefully.
we have... There are a couple... Well... Oh, you know what we actually don't have? We don't have a bottle for eggs. So we can't check the song there either.
Right. So actually, just to double check, it was a foolish accept song. Does that mean that the song is required, or does that mean the song just isn't foolish?
I think it means...
Songs can't be foolish.
I think it means the song isn't foolish, at least.
Okay.
I think it means the song is useful for something.
Yeah, it's, accessibility into the sea, but it, may not be required for the runners to, hard required.
Ooh, bottle of gold dust in day 2 grave.
Oof.
That's our first bottle. Well, now eggs are in play.
We had Smithy 2 hinted, right?
Yes, Smithy 2 is dead.
Okay. Smithy's a fairy.
Oh, right. Actually, yeah. So a fairy...
That's right. It shows up as a dead item.
It shows... Yes, you're absolutely right. It shows up as not required, but that's a bug, kind of, or a quirk. You're absolutely right.
It's not a hard required item, because there's, many others, but, it's not... you could use it to meet your win con. Interesting. Yeah, I guess it would be nice if it had, a different tint, but... I need to put some dino dances in.
Alright, we're gonna see the Camaro mask turn in from Netherian here.
Grat doing what I think was very smart to do, which is go to the upper icon owl after graveyard. Good time safe. Good ready.
And the Rosa sisters just gave an all Knights mask. Unfortunately, it's night 2, so it's too late to turn that in.
Shrine Grotto was a mountain title deed, by the way.
Okay, we can turn that in.
It's Shiro!
Where's our lens?
Saber! This is so good.
Why do I keep signing up for this crap? No, I'm kidding, of course. I live for this.
Wouldn't love it if we didn't hate it.
And could you imagine if this is still for ice arrows?
Oh god. Yeah, it's just the freaking bunny hood on Shiro.
Alright, we're getting the couples mask turning on as well. This was from Sphere Zero Witch Shop, by the way. Alright, so couples mask was nothing. Pojo now has his magic. Now,
the question now is, when do the runners make their way out to get Gipto? Obviously, except for Grat, who has it.
So, Gratoffy, everybody else besides Fifth Whammy needs to get their bow still.
Oh, that's right, too. Yeah, runners need the bows once.
So,
wow.
Yeah, this bank is actually starting to become a problem. Now it's getting to the point where you might want to think about, well, you're definitely going to want to get the bow. Now, granted, the runners don't know that yet, because for some reason we couldn't just get a West Clocktown hint.
Wolfall Fairy staff from me probably saw that, but that's just my first time noticing it.
Yeah. We're going to get a fire arrow check here for sound check, for stage lights, rather. So there's a check here. Heart piece. Now, Pojo is on a better time for this cycle to turn in the All Nights mask.
Oh. Lemons Part 2. Let's go.
All right, what is that in Lulu's room? I can't tell.
I honestly didn't notice, but I imagine Fifth would have picked it up. At least I think so, but I don't know.
Yeah, I think you could pick that up with the tools we have at this point.
Right.
Even without Mountain Title Deed.
Bouncing around in West Clocktown. Pojo might be heading for their LTK. Just checking Evan and nothing. Might have seen that on Matt's or Krat's screen earlier, maybe. Kratoffy going for Swordsman's Command. Okay.
This is going to be the path to Letter Day. Oh wait, no, Kratoffy already has ice, so yeah, this is just something he wasn't able to do on his first pass. Maybe lack of rupees at the time. Or actually,
yeah,
no.
probably.
It was time of day, because Kratoffy did Postman's minigame during day one.
Oh, right. Like, too early.
Ooh, Stone Mask in the Transformation Fairy reward. That's actually a really good time to get it, because we still have Pirate's Fortress and Deku Palace to sweep. And Stone Mask is great for both of those.
And I bet you all the runners will pick that up. So that's pretty nice. Moo.
Now, I believe the shop... Actually, wait, no, I don't think Milk Bar has anything, actually, because it's technically a delayed check, because you gotta wait until late night for the drinks.
I believe you are right that it was... the Milk Bar checks are disabled in this.
So yeah, I don't think... I think the only thing the Milk Bar is good for is Madame Aroma 2, which has already been hinted as a bottle, and Sound Check. And even then, I don't even think Sound Check is required either. Alright, so Grandma...
Area Mama Story 1, okay.
Yeah, we're gonna see Pojo sweep the All Nights mask now. Man, everybody else is getting befuddled by this bow.
Yeah, hopefully they're able to go put some money in the bank soon.
Oh, the short story actually had a fairy.
Oh, that was the Great Bay Fairy in it. Okay. Red potion for an Ethereum. Pojo playing Song of Time. Okay, makes sense. Done with cycle.
Yeah, with All Nights Mask and checking in the Chimera Mask at the same time, yeah, this cycle, you pretty much just have to blow through this cycle, do all the instant checks, and then reset again at this point.
Yep. Does look like Fifth is heading over to Graveyard now. Last grave runner here. Pojo heading to some GBC / maybe Pirate's Fortress here.
Yeah, I really like this play. There is a lot you can do in here. Like, not necessarily for Wath checks, but at the very least, you might get a good couple of fairies.
Yeah. Definitely sucks from our point of view, just knowing that there's a Gibdo and a bow that Pojo could still be picking up. But absolutely, this is a good play from his point of view.
And we know that... And we know he's going to find a bottle because there's always a bottle in PF.
Yep. Of course there is. There always will be. Heading for Cape. It looks like Nat's going for the potion shop.
Alright, this will award him the Gibdo mask. Doesn't have enough money for... Doesn't have enough money for both items. Nice room key.
Yeah, will unfortunately have to make a choice. Oh.
Possible fairy here.
How was there one in SPI?
Oh wait,
I thought
no.
that was the... Wait, save, I'm confused. There's...
Actually, yeah, that's a good point.
Maybe did someone already have that one when they checked it? Does it,
that must
does
be.
it tell you the remaining ones?
It tells you the remaining ones. Yeah, it said 2 in Goron Village. Oh, I know. I think I know what it is.
Did it come after, maybe?
I think it's 2... Wait. Hold. Yeah, I need to think this through.
I'm assuming it was just the text box after then.
Pojo had one when he checked, and there was a very early GBT fairy somewhere nice.
Yeah, wait, I'm confused now, too.
Yeah, me too.
I do feel like I remember seeing the text box for Stockpot Inn. But the Stockpot Inn fairy that we saw was the Inres, and it was a Stone Tower fairy, right?
Unless the same check appears in 2 spots in Goron Village, which I don't think is the case. Which, yeah,
it's gotta be something we're overlooking, but, like, I'm not sure what it would be.
Pojo, what are you doing? This is foolish.
Could be a fairy, question mark? No.
No, that's a Foolish Land title deed, at least. Good knowledge.
I don't know
There's
if
a red...
can be in foolish spots.
Yeah, fairies can't be here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Boss Blue Warp!
I thought Boss Blue was jumped. Can fairies be on jumped checks?
Wait, no, you're right. Boss Blue Warp. It can't be Boss Blue Warp. Because, yeah, it's gotta be on some place that appears twice. Because we had a similar incident last week where we had a Keaton Quiz fairy, and it listed all the Keaton Quiz regions.
Yeah, I'm imagining something like that could, or then like post box, and then there's also like describe relocation. I imagine could be like weird where you double up and fairies in a location be like what? But I mean that shouldn't apply to this.
Stockpot Inn also wasn't listed. Chat brings up a great point, and Pojo didn't have all nights.
It was checked. It wasn't. I thought I saw the text box that said Stockpot Inn, but maybe I'm just like misremembering that now.
You saw at the very end.
Yeah, I'm with Axel. I thought I saw it after the Great Bay Temple, but it did say and Great Bay Temple.
Can somebody VOD dive and double check that for us, please?
I'm like, now that I'm really thinking about it, what I don't remember is them having Great Bay Fairy when they went in. What I remember, which I didn't check, but I remember seeing 2 in Goron Village and we were like, whoa, saw STT, GBT, and then Stockpot Inn. But like, I'm like questioning what...
Yeah, we'll
got Axel on the job, let's go.
We'll have another look at that in the meantime, folks, so bear with while we try and figure this out.
Trust me, my ex-wife knows what she's doing.
Ooh, Bunny Hood has been found.
Okay. Oh wait,
where's
you're
this?
Not the ex-wife, Axel. I'm the ex-wife. You're the ex-wife. Wait, you're Axel.
Swamp? Really? It was just in It was in Swamp. Wow,
that's
what a spot for
logic.
What a spot for Bunny Hood. Yeah, because that's only needed Zora Mask.
What's her did we get a...
Oh, it might be light arrows.
Yeah, light arrows is, I guess, just the... Mirror Shield? I mean, we've got, Egos, maybe, is like
Yeah.
just actually required?
Probably. Yeah, I'm also leaning towards that as well.
Yeah. Checking it from 5th Guardian. Okay. I'm like waiting in anticipation. We're checking Pirate's Fortress now, and I'm so like invested in this. What Axel's telling us right now. 2 in Guan Village. Hold. Stone Tower Temple. 1 in Great Bay Temple.
Ooh, Bean Daddy has a bottle as well, the Chateau bottle.
1 in Stockpot Inn.
Okay,
Fifth
so
already had one? Uh-oh. The math don't math. Right?
Alright, Snowhead Fairy in the guarded chest. Now, there was also a smaller
Okay.
gilded chest, but unfortunately, Pojo doesn't have a bow in order to get it because it's guarded by bees. Alright, Gratoffy picked...
Let's go.
Nice. Yeah,
At
because...
the time, all runners had one more.
Yeah, there was a really easy grade... it was on... Didn't Room Key have a fairy? Or was it a Stone Tower fairy?
I think, yeah, Room Res was a Stone Tower fairy, I think.
Yeah, like we saw a blue fairy very early. North... No, it wasn't. North Clocktown. No. Hang on,
My
chat.
question is, though, the GV2 wouldn't be... Like, that means there's 2 fairies in the Orange Village, though, right?
I would think so, yeah, because there's no place where the same check can appear twice in Gorn Village.
Yeah, because, I mean, I'm thinking Scrub relocation, but that's Southern Swamp and Goron Village,
And-
so it would have said 1 in Swamp then, right? That would have been, like, the
Yeah.
maths, but it's saying 2 specifically in Village?
It was in Termina Field. So yeah, there's an
Oh, yeah,
extra
that's what
great...
I'd have to mention Swamp, too.
So there's an extra Great Bay Stray Fairy in the pool somewhere then.
Is that normal?
It's possible... Well, either way, Zoe, help.
We've exhausted all of our brain resources. We're stuck. We need help.
At least we have an idea of what the story is. Now, Fifth Whammy is going to go north and chase possibly those village fairies.
Zoe's on vacation.
Bummer. Either way, we have a logic we have a potential we have a potential item placement malfunction it's gonna need a look at.
Gonna come home and be like, what happened here? Sorry, looking back at this, I hope you had a wonderful vacation. Shop. Just a shop. Prices get changed. Okay, yeah.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
But that would maybe is that a bug where it's counting it twice because of the price changed version or something?
Let's see what happens when we get to the Gorn Village shop, because if that's what it is...
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we've got 5th up north now, although it looks like it's swinging around to check it out. Post springtime shop is another check in the log. Okay.
That's what it's gotta be. It's gotta be in the
Pretty
shop.
funky. And that's technically a junked check because it's the post dungeon, but like it's the same item. I guess that makes sense. Let's go. Let's go. We all figured it out.
Alright, now we've seen Fifth Whammy bail out of North and is gonna instead check the All Knights mask. Oh, I totally missed where the Stone Tower fairies are. Hold please, I will read them back to you. East Clocktown, Woodfall Temple, and Goron Village and Stone Tower.
Oh god. Well, this one said 1 in Goron Village.
And, alright, so I wrote down Gorn Village, Stone Tower, East Clock Town. And I'm missing one somewhere. I have East Clock Town, Stone Tower, Woodfall Temple.
Woodfall Temple, yep.
That's probably why we need Deku Mask.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah. 5th does have GV Shop listed. Maybe if that's like a randomizable option, like you can change the post-springtime shop items to be randomized as different items, I can see why that would be like a different item in the spoiler, and therefore we get hinted twice. Even though I guess it would be the same item. I don't know.
Alright, the room key is not anything important, although I would have picked that up in case it was money. I mean, granted, we know where the bow is. Pojo still does not have his bow. In fact, neither does Natharian, for that matter. Now, granted, we haven't seen, like, an obnoxious amount of money this seed. Like, we've seen a bunch of reds, but not many purples and silvers.
When the shop is shuffled. That makes sense. That does make sense.
Panic settles in. Yeah, going in to see an argument, I would be playing that tune. Alright, so Gratoffy's gonna see the 2 in Goron Village and think, hopefully, he also connects the dots on that. Either way, this is gonna be a very fun interview.
Yeah. Although it does seem like 5th has put that piece into the puzzle, which is pretty cool.
Now, where's our lens?
Which would probably be the same thing for, like, Keaton type of information, which is cool.
So what are our major items that we're missing here? We're missing Mirror Shield, Light Arrows, and honestly, that's actually kind of it. Because, yeah, we just need the Mirror Shield for the Ego song, and which is probably Song of Storm, seeing where we're going at this point.
Shrine is foolish. Yippee!
Oh. Maybe that's why Light Arrows are probably the end of the chain. Giant's Mask and Zoe Grotto. Yeah, I think Pojo and Natharian are going to start running into trouble soon because we have not seen a backup bow anywhere.
Revan, I wouldn't be doing my job if I wasn't looking at a small little quirk and absolutely blowing it out of proportion.
I was about to say, 5th Whammy, I would pick that up. Spin attack is good. We are going to see the Ocean Tidal D turn in for a bottle on the ledge.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's 3 bottles now. So, besides the milk bottle on Mamaroma 2. Oh, but Gratoffy never bought the Ocean Tidal Deed. Whoops.
Oh, no.
Ooh. Hot Spring Water Grotto contains another bottle. Okay, bottles are flowing in now. Okay, so... Storms on Eggs, maybe? Granted, it's only 3, so you can just do Pinnacle Rock and then dip, but...
Right.
Alright, so Natharian has 2 bottles here, so I think what he's going to do is pick up the 2 here, maybe check Pinnacle Rock and grab one over there.
That 5th check can go on Village now. I'm sorry, what happened, Fox? Are you just reading the most recent dialogue? Because, yeah, we were, confused about a mysterious Phantom 6th Great Bay Temple Fairy, which we have now learned is the post-springtime shuffled item fairy in the Goron shop. Has like a second entry in the spoiler log because of the post-springtime like price change, which makes sense. But we were just confused about it.
We also currently have a Shiro. We currently have a Shiro Way of the Hero.
Yeah, we also have Shiro and Pamela's father required.
Yeah, required Deku on Pamela. Yeah, there's the blue fairy. That makes sense. We know where our Icona... We know where our remaining Icona fairies are as well. They are in Gorn Village, which is probably going to come up real soon in Lens Cave. Stone Tower, not the temple, Stone Tower, so we need Elegy. And Light Arrows, for that matter, for that. East Clocktown, which I think we might have seen already. That would probably be the... Nice death theme.
The one in the treasure chest minigame that we got.
Yeah, that's chess minigame. And Woodfall Temple, which we can't get to because we need, we don't have a dungeon entry song yet. Well, we have Sonata, but no required Deku mask off of Pamela, by the way, to get that. So yeah, and I would like to also remind the audience, like our first 2 or 3 spheres had Zora mask, Goron mask, fire arrows, hook shot, bow, because it was on bank 1, and 2 runners haven't checked that already. Ooh, letter to Mama. Okay, that does get you a milk bottle. That's the Stone Tower Fairy we knew about.
Yep. And one more thing, because Lens Cave is all gold today. FD before Remain, or any boss fights that we might do.
You love to see it.
Guess it's not really FD before Remains in these settings, but... Big Man!
Oh, yes it is.
It always is.
You know what I just realized? We can't get that bottle. We don't have a Deku mask.
Yeah. I was so not thinking about that when Travis up there earlier.
Alright, so yeah, 5th Wem is going to get the Gold Dust Fairy. And the Gold Dust was found in Pirate's Fortress Interior, if memory serves. We're going to get a song here off of the Goron Elder.
While we're doing that, happy 1 hour. Alright. Thank you to all of the runners for this beautiful weekly for running this on for us. We've got Pojo Lone Wolf versus Netherian versus 5th Wayman versus Grat versus everybody else who's on in the background. Thank you so much. Thank you to Saber for putting on this restream, making everything happen behind the scenes. Thank you to Flap, Axel, and Saber for tracking. Go ahead, sorry.
So anyway, the Elder just flat out had Song of Storms.
Oh. Egos, you failed us.
By the way, that's been in play for like ever because Fire was just chilling in a shop.
Was bank 1.
And Bo was bank 1. Magic was on Magic was someplace nice.
Coast Tingle, and then Coast Grotto was Goron.
Yeah, that is like literally a Sphere 2 at most. Sphere 2 at most storms.
Yeah. All of our stuff for all this Upper Icona silliness is actually pretty available.
Oh, Pat to Snowhead has a bow. That is bow locked.
We've also got a Woodfall Fairy in Pinnacle Rock, which Netherian just picked up. I wonder when our 2 runners, Pojo and Math, will go get the bow that they're missing.
Yeah, it's gonna come down.
Another bow being in Path of Snowman there.
It's gonna come down to if there's a 3rd bow hiding somewhere. Do we have required Garo Gibto? No, Gibdo was free. It was on a shop in
Sun and Swamp.
It was on the potion shop in Swamp. Oh, Day 2 Grave had the Gold Dust.
Which fairy did Nath pick up? It was a Woodfall Fairy, I believe.
We know well, and we know Well Left is dead.
Oh, one moment. My door swung open.
Alright, we're gonna see Netherian work on eggs here. So there's another song available here. This will be a dungeon song.
Alright.
So yeah, Shiro has to be either Light Arrows or Mirror Shield at this point. Because we know Mirror... Well, Egos is foolish except song, so we know, Or wait, yeah, it's... Because our remaining
Lights
two
and-
missing items are Lights and Mirror.
Yeah. I think unfortunately that's kind of where it's come to.
Pojo now realizing that this bunny hood has been, that bunny hood was the, was in fact the answer. We're gonna get our song here. This will be a dungeon song.
Do you think maybe then the Woodfall
Elegy.
entrance is like STT or something? Or ISTT? If
Could
you've
be.
got Sonata and Lights, Deku all required.
That is a distinct possibility. Now, it should be noted that we just got Elegy from the eggs, which is important because we know there's a Stone Tower fairy in Stone Tower.
Oh, that's right. Oh god. It's my attorney. It was not the attorney, unless your attorney has
Alright,
4 legs and a lot of fur.
so
Nice
Pojo is turning in the gold dust here for the money. Now, the gold dust is in Graveyard Day 2, so that is now locking a Snowhead Stray Fairy, so I have to wager Pojo is now essentially...
Getting a bow, let's go.
Well, yeah, getting a bow for one thing. But in the last 5 minutes, Pojo has now effectively caught up in terms of equipment.
Yeah, which is funny because Pojo was the first one to a number of items on this list.
Yeah, Goron, especially from that dive into Coast, got Goron, Captain's Hat.
Yep. But is still keeping the cool Yoshi. Is still seemingly not too upset. Did do the Sword Slashes though. Only on the weekends. Good answer. Attorney's a party. So I wonder when Nath will go deposit some of that cash. Maybe the last one without a bow. As you see Fifth going into Pirate's Fortress.
And yep, there's fire. Although I guess Gratoffy must have picked that up already. Yeah, that's the Ocean Title Deed that he didn't get earlier.
Wants to make sure that he has it for whenever he goes back to Icona this cycle, which is hidden. Smart, heads up. Make sure you have it.
I'm fairly convinced at this point as well that the third bow is definitely bow-locked by this point.
Yeah, it seems... Well, it probably is that case. I just am not sure which checks aren't bow-locked anymore, because we're so deep into logic, it's hard to think.
Well, keep in mind also that Fifth's Pojo, rather, has basically checked everything that wasn't bow-locked by this point.
Right.
Except Pinnacle Rock. Oh, well, yeah, except Pinnacle Rock, which we've already seen.
Yep. Oh yeah, and we saw Swamp Grotto, because that was just where Bunnyhood was. Huh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was a
maybe
weird...
maybe bow is just bow locked. I mean, I guess that's likely regardless, but yeah.
It's gotta be at this point.
Yeah, I think you're right. Maybe in a temple somewhere or something.
Now, with the bow, Fifth Whammy is going to be able to get this check. I already did my joke, so don't bother. It is a small chest, so it might be another fairy. Possibly, it's got to be either a Woodfall or a Snowhead fairy, if it is a fairy. We can now see the Snowhead... we can't see the Snowhead fairy list yet, because we can't see the Snowhead fairy because
Lullaby,
we...
right?
Yes, we need Lullaby. For Woodfall, we need Deku. So, yeah, buckle up, folks. We're going to be still hunting for a while, I think. I think these last few fairies are going to be pretty isolated.
Yes, Axel.
Yep, there's the table. Can't have me and Axel on board without that sounder playing at least once. Also, yep, table is now gone.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm surprised it took this long.
Yeah, the bow honestly should have sold it, but Pojo still had some patience left in him. Yes, Neuro, we've got Teku on Pamela and Lights on Shiro. Let's go, baby, we've got a Pamela.
Lights or mirror.
Oh yeah, I could be new. Oh, this is a good day. This is a great day.
We are now we're actually I think bottlenecked into Pamela. I think Fox is actually right here because we can't get into another dungeon. Well, we could use Elegy, right? Yeah, Elegy we can do stuff with, so we can at least get into the front of Stone Tower Temple.
Right.
But
it definitely seems like there's more that we need to do, and unsurprisingly, it's all Deku locked.
Oh, Gratoffy doesn't have magic. He's never picked up the magic. He never picked up the magic from Tingle or Pirate's Fortress Interior.
Definitely went to Coast. And has had the money. I mean, has a bow. Can just withdraw that money, no? Did Graf forget about Tingle magic, potentially?
I hope not. Pardon me.
Huh.
Alright, so Fifth Whammy is now on 3 Snowhead Stray Fairies. I just had to double check, because I always get mixed up with who has how many fairies. Interestingly, Natherian is grabbing a blue potion.
You know, well, dude? While they're going up to Breakana, maybe?
Also grabbing Couple's Mask, because I guess he had to miss that on his first pass due to lack of money.
Has everyone seen LTK yet? I'm thinking about this. I'm wondering if someone hasn't seen that yet.
Natherian does not have ice yet.
I mean, at this point, I imagine you just assume ice, or LTK is on a check you've skipped, and then assume ice is in logic and do Upper Icona, which is what Natherian's doing.
Yeah, I'd be a little more worried about GBT right now. I think GBT is going to be the problem, because GBT has at least 1 Stray Fairy already. And if 2 more, and there's another one in Stone Tower, which is hard Ice Arrow locked. So Ice Arrows are already locking 2 fairy regions. If it locks 1 more, that's it, you're screwed. You have to get ice. Well, actually, the Stone Tower one, you can skip ice. That's not a problem. So yeah, Woodfall Temple and Stone Tower are Pojo's last 2 Icona fairies. But Pojo is going to be despite being super late to Bow, he is the first to Pamela.
Incredible.
So remember how I was saying earlier about, okay, that's an appropriate song to play when you're singing a Tune of the Dead. Thanks, game. I don't care if it was only on screen for 1 second.
I love some good appropriate music.
Yeah, it looks like right now Natherian is getting got by Bank 1.
Yeah, and that's why they're routing the well in. Oh my god. Oof.
The thing about the Path to Snowhead bow is it is bow locked. Since it isn't Path to Snowhead.
There it is. Our first beautiful sight of many, because everyone has to do it. Pamela's father has been cured and is required for Deku. Let's go!
This is so stupid.
I honestly have no idea why it would skip Bank 1, though.
Oh, but here's the thing. I didn't realize this. Natharian picked up hot spring water from the well.
Yeah, that's why they decided to route well, was to get the water to go up north. And just
that's the
praying
backup.
to find a bow-locked bow, which actually might work for them if they go past the Snowhead, which is insane.
Yeah, I see now. I see it now. My apologies. That's a very heads-up play, though. You know, yeah, use the tools you have, because you don't necessarily need a bow to break into Icona.
I'd
So, yeah.
get not checking Bank 1. You pass through West Clockdown so many times, you just put some rupees in and eventually you get it. It's only 200, right?
It's a Sphere Zero check.
That too.
I mean, I remember Fox and I always keep telling people, don't forget your banks.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, everyone plays their own way. I think that's beautiful. Don't forget your banks, people.
Alright, there is another Woodfall Fairy in Deku Palace.
Makes sense.
And Pojo is actually about to get access to another set of fairy checks here, so... Alright, and let's see what our song is here. It's either going to be Lullaby or New Wave. Both are fine right now. Lullaby in Pojo's case is better since he's still missing ice arrows.
Yeah, that's definitely going to help Pojo.
It is also going to allow Pojo to see all remaining stray fairy hints.
Can that song be the Wath in Deku Palace? Or do we need to find, like, an inventory item?
For Lullaby has to lead to something else, yeah.
Okay.
We found something nice in here, didn't we? Yeah. Yeah, the Chateau bottle.
Delicious.
That isn't our first logical bottle, right? No, Chateau can't be our first logical bottle.
I hope not.
Because, yeah, where were our other bottles? We've seen a few.
Graveyard 2, right?
No.
Gold Dust.
Yeah, so that's...
Get behind the Iron Knuckle. That
Yeah.
Pojo skipped.
So yeah, that's not a first. That's not a Wath bottle. So it's got to be Lullaby. There's got to be Light Arrows or Mirror Shield have to be behind Lullaby. So at this point, what you do in Pojo's case is, at this point, there's got to be something in like every dungeon at this rate, because we've got Woodfall Temple. Yeah. We've had hints for 3 out of 4 dungeons except Snowhead Temple, but if Sonata leads into Snowhead Temple anyway, I think you just do the dungeon. You have the tools to full clear it. Well, first you check your fairy hints here. And if one of the Woodfall fairies say Snowhead Temple, then whatever dungeon this is, you just do it anyway.
I definitely agree with that. If you see the temple, you do the temple. Like on the fairy hint, yeah.
The exception is ISTT.
Yeah.
Because you're missing light.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the hint logic there is... Oh wait, never mind. I'm overthinking. I was wondering where Lens could be, but I guess actually, yeah, we don't really have anything pointing to it. We just have something pointing to Shiro.
Well, it's possible Lens could be behind the temples.
Right.
Behind the Snowhead entrance.
Seems like that's where a lot of our density is, too. Just where a lot of item checks are.
All right, so we are going to see where our last 2 Woodfall fairies are hiding. All right, the last 2 Woodfall fairies can be found in Romani Ranch and Pinnacle Rock.
Yep.
Which means one of them is on Dog Race.
Oh, all the Dog Race enjoyers and all the Gamble players are so either unhappy or extremely happy right now, and I don't know which one it is.
Seahorses is
awesome.
junk. Quick question, Seahorses is junked, right?
Yes, I believe so.
Good.
Yeah, the Pinnacle Rock one we did see on that side is just Yellow Race, anyone? I hope someone goes in Yellow Races again. I think Grat did earlier,
Yes.
and unfortunately did not win. Be nice to see him. It's so good. Going straight for the dungeon. I like it. See what's in there. Get a fairy probably at this point.
Wait a minute. It just hit me as to another reason why Deku Mask is required. It's needed to access 2 of the Stray Fairy locations. Because you needed to access the Woodfall Fairy and the Snowhead Fairy, because it has leads to Lullaby.
Oh yeah.
So that's why Deku is hard required whether you like it or not, because it does lock, you know, potentially more than one region of fairies.
Yeah, so at that point, all it has to do is lock a fairy somewhere else.
And it also... And there's Mirror Shield. Alright, so light arrows in the Snowhead Temple region.
This freaking game, man. Also, Vanilla Wolfball was not what I expected. I definitely thought Wolfball Temple would be something else.
Yeah, but you do it anyway because there is a Icona Fairy here.
Oh yeah, 100%.
And the one that Pojo is missing beyond this point would be Stone Tower. So that means that Pojo's Icona full clear is just locked by light arrows. Yeah, Shiro has to have light arrows at this point.
Yeah, and the lens could just be in here. In Woodfall Temple.
Well, it's gotta be... Well, I think it might actually be lens in the Snowhead Temple lock, because we only found... Lullaby, right?
That would make sense, actually, yeah, because Lullaby would otherwise have to lock... What's the logical remain? 3 of the 4 remains?
3 out of 4, 3 of them, yes.
Okay, so yeah, it would make sense if it's locking lens then, because it sounds like Lights is locking 3 of the 4.
Pojo has not yet turned in the letter to Cafe yet. Time of day hasn't lined up, so does not yet have ice arrows.
I should also mention, since a bunch of people have come in since the start of the race, this is my first Blitz seed that I'm getting into. So if I sound like I'm learning things, it's because I am.
That's okay. So am I.
I guess we're always learning, but
this looks like the Icona Fairy. Yep,
there it is. Pojo heading up. Pojo satisfied.
Yeah, just that. Actually, that makes sense. If Pojo's pieced all the logic together, then that is exactly what you should be doing. It should be just bumping out, going straight to Snowhead Temple, chasing that Waff, and that'll get you lens for Shiro.
Yeah, and then lights and just following along until you've got, I guess, just the Woodfall and the Stone Tower fairies, and then you're done.
Well, Woodfall, you're either gonna YOLO Dog Race, or you're gonna look for Mask of Truth.
Yeah, I guess YOLO and Dog Race could be really slow.
Yeah.
GBT fairies at that point, then? I don't know.
I think... Well, actually, the Great Bay Fairies Pojo can handle, because it's going to be Stone Tower Temple and Great Bay Temple. Once you get light arrows, you're golden.
I guess the worry with that one is if GBT's, vanilla.
Well, that's not a big deal at that point because at that point you just need to go get what would have Skull Kid would have
Egos, right?
Egos would have New Wave, yeah.
Oh, we did just get Mirror Shield, yeah. Oh well, yeah. Oh.
And yeah, we have Mirror Shield now, so so yeah. At this point, I think Pojo has the seed solved. Finds that first locked bow in Path to Snowhead. The last Stone Tower Fairy in Pojo's case is in Stone Tower itself, so it is locked by light arrows. The win con is 2 fairies, yes, to clarify with chat. So I think at this point, Pojo is going to go for... I think Pojo's going to go for the Great Bay and Icona fairies. Yeah, it's completely ignoring the Snowhead fairies.
Makes sense. There is a lot of DK64 music in Dojo C today, and I quite like it.
It fits really well with Rare music in general. Just fits really well with the Majora's Mask sound font.
Right.
Nice big bomb bag. Okay, so that's not the Wath for this. Yeah, it's got to be either Lens or a fetch quest for this. For
also another vanilla dungeon. Oh my god.
Yeah, these aren't even randomized. What the heck, game? That's a small chest. If that is... Well, it can't be a deed. It could be Moon's Tear. Oh, it's the other bean.
Bean!
Well, it's definitely... Oh, wait. Nope. Never mind. I was going on some Bean of the Hero tangent here, but no. We literally got Deku just 20 minutes ago.
Yep.
So, yeah. Actually, yeah, as chat points out, Pojo did not get punished for delaying ice arrows, or skipping them. Actually, potentially skipping them in this case. Well, you have to go to Great Bay Temple for one of the other fairies.
There it is.
Yeah, there's Lens for Shiro. Time to leave. Alright, that is going to be effectively go mode for Pojo. The rest of the seed is effectively solved. Yeah, we might be having some time warp incidents on stream here. Sorry about that, folks. Alright, Netherian is going to get the remaining Woodfall Fairies. Woodfall Fairy Hin, I should say.
Pojo buying Red Potion? Oh yeah, right. We do have to heal Shiro the Hero.
This seed is dumb. It's a fun kind of dumb, but it's dumb.
Yeah, that's a good word for it. And it's a family seed.
Yeah, now like I said, at this point the seed is solved, so Pojo won't be too terribly long, because he's only missing the Stone Tower Fairy, which he's going to get from either eggs or... from his perspective, he's still got to do either eggs or egos to get Elegy, but for our purposes, we know it's not egos, it's eggs. But Pojo's going to be happy to get this. Well, Pojo knows, actually, I think, if he's pathing both Great Bay and Icona, he knows he needs both songs anyway.
Right.
And there's light arrows on Shiro.
Incredible. I really was expecting that bunny hood there.
My question is, what 3 fairies are light arrows locking? Like, there's the one in... Stone Tower Temple might be just vanilla.
Yeah. And then it's... I mean, Mask of Truth could be in there. A Snowhead Fairy could be in there because no one's checking the Snowhead Fairy. I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Doesn't have to be. Okay, fair enough. But we know Light Arrows lock at least 2 fairies, 2 regions to be fair. Yeah, so for Pojo here, this is going to be New Wave, yeah. Now, I think the best strat here for Pojo is to get New Wave here, go do Great Bay Temple. Well, yeah, unfortunately doing this without Ice Arrows is a little wonky, but... And then out of Great Bay Temple, go get... out of Great Bay Temple, go do eggs for Elegy, and then finish the seed.
Yeah.
Hopefully Pojo doesn't forget about Ice Arrows, but at the time of day is lined up perfectly right now, so now is the time to do it. We're gonna get Deku Soldier strats. Very efficient Deku Soldier strats.
Let's go.
That was a great Deku Soldier.
Get Ice Arrows committed to GBT. Yeah, that would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, well, if we see a Sword of Clock down here, then that's exactly... No, is rushing the dungeon.
I'm just going for it. Maybe just thinking it's not GBT?
Well, at the very least, if Pojo realizes that he gets Ice Arrow blocked here, he knows where it is.
Yeah, it's a good point. Although I guess just to, still physically just to grab the Ice Arrows first, but could just be playing for the maybe it's not Ice Arrow locked. Which also makes a lot of sense. The other runners are kind of catching up on different things.
Hey, we at least have 2 swapped dungeons.
Alright.
Now, if Pojo's lucky, the fairy will literally be right here, and he could just literally dip.
Nope.
Nope.
Dang.
Now, if it's not in Inverted Stone Tower Temple, then it's in Uninverted, and Pojo needs Elegy whether he likes it or not.
Oh, did Pojo not do,
Given
Elder?
that Pojo... Elder held Storms, so yeah, Pojo did Elder.
Oh, right, not Elder.
Eggs.
On eggs, yeah.
Yeah, Pojo needs to do eggs. Well, he was a little bottle-starved up until now.
Right.
And he has 3 bottles now, so could definitely... Oh, maybe that one?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a small chest. Can't really tell. Oh, no, that's a big. Another bottle? Oh, sword. I'm excited for this interview.
Yeah, I'd love to hear what's going through the runners' heads, honestly. I'm sure they've made a lot of really cool decisions that I feel like I'd like to understand.
Unfortunately, it appears that Ethereum did not go to Path to Snowhead after breaking into the north. So did not get the bow.
An hour and 30 in and not having a bow must feel rough.
Everybody else is all caught up on Deku Mask now. Fifth Whammy's picking it up here.
Took out the Lagonflies and Woodfall. Oh. I was like kind of briefing over just to see if they were doing anything different in the Woodfall Temple, but like, yeah, that's tough. I didn't notice that.
Alright, so Netherian is going to YOLO Dog Race for the 14th Woodfall Fairy, or for the last Woodfall Fairy. Now, with the blue rubies in the pots, he does have 2 tries at this.
Oh? Getting an interesting kind of run here from Gold Dog. Will the Gamba pay off? In the lead. In the home stretch, will Gold Dog keep it? Final sprint, and Gold Dog just barely. Let's go! Gamba, Gamba, Gamba!
Well done. So yeah, that's a big break for Netherian, and he does not have to go get Mask of Truth.
There's our 15th fairy for Neth. Woodfall fairies. Let's go, that was awesome. I see Grat's heading over to the Woodfall region. Start clearing back there. I'm with this music. This is great. I mean, I've liked all of Mojo's tracks, but this is nice and funky.
And Netherian is the one to draw first remains.
Very well done. PR push definitely still had some payoff to it.
I don't like the fact that there's another big chest in ISTT.
Oh,
If this is Mask of Truth, I'm gonna giggle.
maybe we'll see Pojo do dog race after all. Come on! I guess to be fair, we were running out of things, but oh my goodness. Oh.
So
yeah, that changes things for Pojo.
not entirely, because Pojo still needs to go get Elegy right now, unless Snowhead Fairies change the story, whether he likes it or not. Because they lock either GBT or Stone Tower, which are 2 separate regions of fairies.
Right.
So yeah, either way, he still needs Elegy.
I guess doesn't have to do any more temple clears if he doesn't want to. Could just do PR for eggs, grab Elegy, grab the fairy, and then go do dog race, and then go to Stone Tower, and then be done with it.
Alright, Netherian did get the,
What? Bow? Oh, Netherian's in,
Netherian did get the, Pat to Snowhead bow.
That hurts. Yeah, the Netherian's definitely not out of this. He's gonna go grab their lens, and, he's gonna have the world open to him. What will Netherian do? 1 remain down. Can definitely make some noise here. It would be really funny if Netherian goes and does Fang 1 at this point. I doubt he will, but like, oh, that'd be so funny.
Alright, and we are going to see where the remaining Snowhead Fairies are. Now, I think Netherian's missing a lot here, so let's see.
Yeah, I think most fairies have...
Mountain Village, PFI, Snowhead Temple, and Stone Tower. So there's 2 fairies in Stone Tower. So yeah, 3 fairies are locked by light arrows.
Yeah, that light arrow, well, that makes sense.
Stone Tower and Iconic Canyon, Great Bay Temple for Great Bay, which is the ISTT entrance, and another fairy in Stone Tower. So yeah, light arrows are walked for 3 fairies.
Yep.
And in 2 specific tiny locations too.
The fact that Stone Tower has 2 fairies is kind of awesome.
And that would explain why Paulus was Wath for Lullaby, because it lets you get into Snowhead Temple for Lens to Lights, which locks 3 fairies. And Lights is just straight up the Wath for our Road to Icona as well. So that's 2 Waths in this path. And then Cape was Captain's Hat, which gave you Sonata, which gave you Woodfall Temple.
Woodfall Temple had a fairy and something else, right?
I don't think it had anything else.
Did it not? Oops.
And then the Ranch Wath was Zora, which locked a whole bunch of things.
Sonata locked double defense, which I think was the most important thing. Thank you, Kita. Everyone
Fair.
Kita.
Fair.
Yeah, no, I liked a lot of the way the heroes succeeded. I think they were pretty interesting. Like very silly kinds of things, and also having the Pamela Deku hint.
Oh, Mirror Shield. Mirror Shield, that's right.
It was Mirror. That's right. Okay.
And that locked...
which is New Wave, which is ISTT.
Yeah. So yeah, Pojo is going to get Elegy now and grab the Stone Tower and GBT fairies. So it looks like Pojo is going to finish on... Oh no. He's going to get the Pinnacle Rock Fairy and then get the Stone Tower Icona Fairy. So it doesn't even have to die
Right.
GBT.
Yep.
So yeah. Well, if it weren't for just getting up to Icona, you could dodge Ice Arrows. Pojo is going to dodge Ice Arrows.
Yeah, that's why that Mask of Truth was so big. Actually incredible pull. That's awesome. Let's Grat check the Snowhead fairies as well.
Yeah, he's going to go into Snowhead Temple now and get Lens of Truth for Shiro. I think there is also a green fairy in Snowhead Temple as well.
Etherean heading into a Stone Tower, which was, I imagine, in the ISTT entrance.
Yeah, what's really interesting about this seed is, yeah, the Snowhead fairies seem to be the most isolated because you have to go all the way up to Snowhead Temple. You have to turn in the Gold Dust. Or no, not the Gold Dust. You have to do Madame Aroma and... No, Madame Aroma had the milk bottle. Gold Dust gave you the fairy. Never mind.
Right.
Getting my late checks mixed up. Yeah, that's the Woodfall fairy. Now Pojo's gonna drink his super milk. By the way, still on 3 hearts. Where was FD again? Pojo does have it. I just don't remember where it wound up.
Lens Cave.
Lens Cave. Yeah, so everybody would have gotten that because I think there was a fairy in there. Oh, no, wait. Yeah, there was a different fairy in there. So, right now, to clarify with chat, Pojo is in go mode. Netherian is missing a couple things, actually, for go mode. Needs Lens for Lights.
Right.
And is also ducking around Ice Arrows.
Etherean went into... I thought Etherean went into Snowhead Temple, no. I'm just not realizing... I guess they didn't pick up... Lens?
Guess not.
I'm surprised you don't stay with the Lullaby Wath. I'm not sure.
Alright, Fifth Whammy is also getting the Snowhead hint. Now, he's missing both Mirror Shield and Light Arrows.
Yeah, Fifth would have to go back into Woodfall Temple. Soon Ethereum doing a mirror shield and uninverted.
Worst room in the game.
After having missed the lens and Snowhead. Grat's actually climbing Snowhead. It's like
yeah.
They want to grab all the fairies in here. All the items.
Yeah, because, well, they know about where the Snowhead fairies are, and they know there is one in here somewhere, so they may be deciding to lock in Snowhead as one of their 2 remains.
I thought there was... Oh, we're seeing Small Chest and 5th. I thought Grat got this already, though.
I'm not sure. Yeah, this is definitely the Snowhead fairy.
Interesting. Why Grat's in here? Is there something... I'm trying to think about what else would be in here.
Oh wow! So that means everything on regarding Woodfall Temple was on the lower floors, pretty much.
Yep. The Dino Plus room in the pot.
Ain't that convenient?
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Pretty nifty.
It's not like that Blitz near the 1st of March where we had a fairy on Goat.
Oh god, that's right. Did enter Snowhead Temple, but immediately left. Oh, okay.
I see. And yep, fifth whammy has lens.
Yeah, and realizing I don't need to be here anymore.
Whoops.
Picking up smarts. Mojo heading for Stone Tower now. Oh, the beam. Bean may not have been Bean of the Hero, but Bean was very useful.
Oh yes, and yeah. You look at this, 2 fairies. So yeah, Pojo just has to guess, and unfortunately guess the wrong one.
Well, yeah, and Pojo didn't check the Snowhead Fairy either, so it's probably just like, oh lol, that's there too.
That's true. Yeah, because at that point, Pojo was already committing to either both the Great Bay and Icona Fairies didn't even need Snowhead, so didn't even have to think about it.
Right. Yeah, then the Woodfall Fairy just fell in his lap, and that's too funny that that's how that worked out. And Grat's checking Goat. So we are getting a Goat check after all of it.
I wonder if Grat is thinking about the extra GBT. I wonder, does the game give you a different GBT fairy in springtime? I wonder. Probably not. I mean, I'm wondering if that's what he's thinking about.
Yeah, it's definitely a possibility. It's something that like I kind of fringe knew about, like the price shuffles, but I didn't really. I would never have thought about the springtime checkout as like a different thing. So it's kind of out of my realm of, like, I have no idea. Nath getting bodied at the graveyard. That was rude.
Ooh, Gratoffy is having a little trouble aiming at Goat here. I don't think got into the right position for the bow. So yeah, that's it. That's 2 remains for Pojo Lone Wolf, and right in time for it's just about to be midnight.
Yeah. That is the goiest of go modes for Pojo.
So yeah, it looks like Pojo's going to be able to sub 150 this, despite that rocky bottleneck to Deku. Actually getting recovery heart because not full health on 3 hearts.
Incredible, still at 3 HP.
Yeah, luckily with Chateau, Boost, and Big Man, this is free.
Grat getting the nightmare scenario on Goat, aka my average run. The big boss is dead, and Ethereum picks up a pair of double defense.
So yeah, no real
up to Stone Tower. We'll pick up the Snowhead 15th Fairy, actually. I believe.
Yeah, and I think the one that Fifth Whammy is missing is the ranch one. The dog race one.
I believe you are right about that. Getting that Mask of Truth will be probably not too fun for them. Final phase of Majora for Pojo. Get your GG's ready.
And that is going to do it for Pojo Lone Wolf, who finishes first on Restream and first in the race time overall with an official race time GG time of 1:49.24. GG's to Pojo.
All right. Now switching over to Fifth's audio. Oh, ZSR, welcome in. We've got a Blitz S2 weekly here for MMR. We just had a runner Pojo on the top left of your screen here, just finished. First place. What were you guys up to? You guys were playing Wind Waker? Hope you guys had a wonderful race. Bucky.
Ooh, I have to assume Bucky must have tried to YOLO dog race. Unfortunately, the Mask of Truth was found in, I want to say it was in uninverted Stone Tower Temple, question mark? It was ISTT. Yeah. ISTT.
Yeah, it was in the Armos room, right? In ISTT,
Yeah, that's right, because I called that trash on purpose.
Yeah, you did call it. Yeah, we've got Fifth and Nath are both one remain down, and both are pretty close to what they need to do for the other remain.
Yeah, Fifth is about to get Mirror Shield here, which will be go mode.
Yep. And I think Grat knows most of what he needs to do. Probably it's just missing a few pieces to the puzzle, and then he'll be able to get around it. Had the two runners finish about 100 for... Woo! Happy heart attacks. I know what race I'm watching back tonight. Wow. That's awesome. Captain's favorite things. Randomizer's bees calling trash like this on purpose. Yeah, I guess that's
Alright. Alright, we're joined.
GG's.
Yeah, so congratulations on ducking around ice arrows for this one.
What I want to know is why didn't the postman just deliver it himself?
Good question.
That's a really good question. I didn't even think of that.
Shirking off his duties.
Well, it was interesting because you were actually the latest to bow.
Well, I figured I was. I had to be.
That is a lie. Natharian got bow later than you did, but it was because he took hot spring water from the well to the north to go get the Pat to Snowhead bow instead.
To that point, my literal next play was going to be to do that, but then the selling the gold dust gave me the bow, so I was like, never mind, I'm not doing that now. So
that's incredible.
You also ended up pulling Mask of Truth from the Death Armos room, which actually I think changed your route last second because it actually staved you off from dipping GBT for one of the fairies.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was like, all right, I'm going to go find the fairy that's, I'm hoping is somewhere in ISTT, and then I'll go and do eggs and pick up that other fairy just in case I find Mask of Truth. And then I just found Mask of Truth. I was like, oh, never mind. I'm doing this instead.
Yeah, that was definitely really, game-changing for you, and, just the way that you had pushed into ISTT, I think, changed a lot of the different outcomes, too. For a lot of other runners, they have just, not gotten that quite yet.
So, everybody got bottlenecked into Deku Mask.
Oh my god, we got a Pamela seed. I'm so glad I'm here for this.
And the late Shiro light arrows were literally just for they were hinted Wath because of the two fairies in Stone Tower and the one in GBT, which is in the ISTT entrance. That's literally the only three good things light arrows are good for.
Yep.
Saber, you rolled a seed today.
Yes, you did.
Siri, that does not mean turn you on.
So it was a really interesting opener as well, Pojo. You were actually the first to Goron, and you kind of swept around Goron and stuff first. So you got a lot of stuff before everybody else. Whereas Fifth Whammy and Gratoffy took care of their letter to cafe matters early. Natharian is also actually still missing ice arrows, but I think he is also going to be ending up staving that off for this seed.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I figured I might have been early to that Goron mask, and that probably did save me some time since I did take an hour and 5 minutes.
Yeah.
It took me an hour 5 minutes to find the bow. So.
No, yeah, your early route into the west was super good early. Apart from the late bow, you could have probably even gotten a faster time just because of how early you put into the west.
Yeah, it's.
You just had the ability to do everything you needed.
Yeah, without a bow, and the fact that I knew Deku Mask was on Pamela, I really didn't want to go south. So I was like, well, I can't go north. I can't really go all that far east. I don't want to go south, so I have Zora. I'll go west. So.
Yeah, it made sense. Plus, then at some point, Cape Wath came in and it was like, oh, hey!
Oh, yeah, it's like, oh!
Going west now, got it.
Alright, Fifth Whammy has picked up the Icona Great Fairy Remains. So I think that was the last one, because, yeah, he also just picked up the Snowhead one. So, yeah, now it's just waiting on the door.
Oh, yeah, where were the Snowhead ones? I didn't bother checking that fountain.
One of them was, one of the fairies was the last one you picked up in Stone Tower, which is, then I think there was one in Snowhead Temple, right, it was right to the right of the entrance in the freezer room.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
The Mountain Smithy 2, yeah, Smithy 2 was one.
Smithy 2 Gold Dust.
No,
and yeah, Gold Dust.
Was not getting that Gold Dust.
Nope.
Yeah, that was in Day 2 Graveyard.
Yep.
Yeah. Where's the last one? I don't remember.
I'm trying to remember. It wasn't someplace super pleasant, though. Oh, yeah, actually, chat brings up a great point. So, we on comms, we didn't understand this for a while, but it seems like you folks were kind of already ahead of the bandwagon with us on that. We got thrown off by the fact that it seemed like there was an errant Great Bay Temple Stray Fairy lying around somewhere, but it turns out the Goron Village store was just hinting it twice because of the springtime kerfuffle.
Yeah, springtime, different prices, so it's a different check, in quotes.
Yeah. At first my thought was like, oh, it's the same item, so it must be the same check, even though the price shuffles for spring, which was brought up, but it's a different check, which does make sense.
Yeah, I can thank Mystery for saving me from that.
That was my first thought. Was like, we must see this in Mystery or something more often. It must be something that shuffles there, and then
since we can have all full price randomization.
Shops and,
so I'm used to looking at spoiler logs and looking at, hey, that red potion in the Goron shop is 369 rupees. So
Also, your rupee deposit earlier, nice. Thank you for that.
Oh yeah, you're most welcome.
Conveniently placed after picking up the ocean title deed. Although you did have a bit of an economy issue trying to get magic on your first pass.
Yeah, I saw that, and then 2 minutes later, I found the other magic. I'm like, oh, thanks.
Yeah, I could have just walked away from it, but no, the game had to be really difficult with money and then throw it at you.
This opener was pretty strong. In general, there was a lot open to us right away, because Bank 1, in Sphere Zero Bow, Hookshot was free, Zor was free, Goron was free. Yeah. Keg was free, not that it really mattered, but Fire was free, Ice was kind of free, because you just needed to go take Zora to Woodfall to get the bunny hood for the letter. Not Woodfall, Southern Swamp.
We've got a fifth here, just under 2 hours starting the Majora fight, and Nath is now hanging waiting.
Gratoffy is fighting Old Awa here.
Who?
Actually, I don't know who either. Infinite Magic, Great Fairy Spins.
Hasn't come across the FD yet, then?
Oh, yeah. No. Oh, no, it does have FD. Just decided.
Well, I guess there is no one in that boss room, so why would you put on FD? So.
Big Man doesn't need to spend his time with, invisible boss rooms. Not worth his time.
Definitely.
Excellent. How'd you feel like you played overall, though, Pojo?
Save for the bow kerfuffle, I thought I ran it pretty good. I feel like once I found that bow, I just kind of rolled to the end of the game, I felt like.
All right, well, in the meantime, Natherian is just hanging out waiting for the door to open, and Fifth Whammy is finished with an official race time GG time of 2 hours and 36 seconds. That's going to be good for second on Restream and a second overall.
GG's fifth. Yeah, so something that I think is important now that I'm thinking about it is the other person who realized the Goron Village ferry was fifth had it marked as the Goron Village shop as soon as they saw the ferry. Mystery players do mystery things.
He's the maker of mystery, so
right.
Makes sense.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the other runners were aware of it too, but at the very least, I wasn't. But we should remember, Axel had pointed out, hey, Fifth has that on their tracker, and I was like, oh, smart. He is the mystery runner. Mystery maker.
Alright, well, Natherian's still not done hanging around yet.
Yeah, that's the other thing about these settings. Sometimes timing out your final hours can be a little annoying.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shoutouts, by the way, to doing the whole seed on 3 hearts.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
At least on double defense.
At least that was pretty much your only saving grace, because I know you ran into a couple of issues, like the bats almost gotcha.
Yeah.
Bats were evil today.
But yeah, I don't have much else to say at this point. Other than we had. I think this was a good example. I think this was still as far as a Blitz seed was concerned, you had a lot to do early because of the opening items. And that would be Fifth Whammy joining us. GG to you.
Thank you very much. GG Pojo.
GG's.
GG Fabio as well. And yeah.
How'd you feel about the seed, Fifth?
Slow start. As you all saw, I avoided south for a long time, and that meant I avoided east for a long time. But at least the play for eggs worked out. I think that's the one thing I was really worried about, and it turned out to be pretty helpful, if not outright required. So, yeah, not a bad run.
Yeah, so between the two of you, Fifth Whammy, you, Pojo ended up rushing west a little earlier and ended up with earlier Gorn Mask and Magic. You were one of the first to bank for the bow. Because how many times do we have to tell you, people? Always check your banks on Sphere 0.
Yeah. Bank 1 is one of the nastier places to put bow. One of the reasons I did end up actually grabbing the ice arrows is because I could get those 60 rupees along the way, and those helped me pretty well on the way to bank.
All right.
Yeah, I was a little later to bow.
A little.
That's understandable.
Yeah, a little bit. Just a bit.
All right, Ethereum finishes with a 204.29, good for 4th overall, 3rd on Restream. We did get a 3rd place finish from Fabio, as you mentioned earlier, Fifth Whammy, with a 203.13. Shoutouts to everybody getting bottlenecked by Deku Mask.
Pojo, which fairies did you take?
I did Woodfall and Ikana.
Oh, did you find Mask of Truth, or did you just gamble?
I found it. I was intending to do Ikana and Great Bay, but then in my trek through ISTT, I came across Mask of Truth. So I was like, oh, never mind.
Oh, okay.
And I knew I had to go to PR anyway to do eggs. So I was like, I'll just grab that fairy, do the eggs, do my dog race, and be done. So
yeah, definitely shaved off a lot of time that you otherwise would have had to spend.
Yeah, I'm guessing you must have actually used that mirror.
Yeah, because I fought egos, so.
Yeah, because I did get the mirror very late, but I was an effective go at that point.
Right.
All right, and Ethereum joins us now here in the booth. GG to you.
GG's.
This is a weird seed on my purpose here. So where was the actual bow that was launched?
You'll forgive us. It was on Bank 1.
I'm so glad that's the first question you asked. I'm so glad.
Oh, I'm sure everyone was questioning what that was too.
It was pretty incredible when you ended up getting the one that you got, though.
So I don't know if they told you, Pojo. I did hot spring water to go to North.
yeah, they told me. I was about 30 seconds from doing the exact same thing. But then I sold the gold dust and made a deposit, and that gave me the bow. So I was like, oh.
I was about to go clean up Clocktown stuff, and then I got the Sniffer mask. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. Let's just do hot spring water.
Now, to be fair, early game economy wasn't necessarily brilliant. There weren't a lot of large rupees available besides the 50 on the clock tower. That actually was kind of about it. Everything else was 20s and 5s.
Yeah, I mean, the trouble with that 50 is that it's going to go right into Fire Arrows and Ocean Tidal Deed.
Yeah.
And, with Pamela having a Deku mask, required Pamela for Deku, who'd have thunk it? You're thinking you're visiting Iconic Canyon sooner or later,
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, tough to stall on that.
I'm pretty sure that if lights were not required, I think I could have done this bowless.
Maybe. It should be noted also that, Gratoffy's getting gold dust again. Oh, Gratoffy might be going for the Snowhead Fairies. I was going to say something and I forgot what it was.
You used to ink.
That too.
Yeah, I would have felt bad about turning in the gold dust in my part if greens didn't end up being one of my sets, but turned out having the Snowhead set was very handy in the end.
Yeah, light arrows were literally only required for 2 spots, whatever the fairy in Great Bay Temple is, and the 2 ones in Inverted Stone Tower. And that's it! So it was literally, it's Wath for 3 different fairies, but they're all in 2 tiny little spots.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yeah, if I found the one like Stone Tower Fairy in uninverted, I was gonna do Keg Castle and just hope that Great Bay was somehow accessible without the bow, but just ended up being like finding bow out of logic and then just kind of work from there.
Yep. Makes perfect sense too.
And I had to rebook it to Snowhead because we had Lullaby Wa, so I'm like, it's probably here, and it was at least. That's a weird seed. I feel like if I actually just like play more normal this seed, I think I've probably been doing like 10-15 minutes faster.
Yeah, I think there was kind of like between the 3 of it, there was definitely the sticking point of like everyone was missing something, and that's kind of just the point where everyone started to slow down, and the faster that people were able to shoot through that part, the faster they finished.
Oh, so Natharian, you skipped out on Mask of Truth. That was in the Death Armos room. In Uninverted Stone Tower, so you Gamba dog race, I think.
I skipped
Which
out
was
on-
incredible.
What check did I skip?
Death Armos inverted. Yeah, inverted. Sorry.
Oh, I never went into it's inverted.
Yeah, my bad.
Yeah.
Wrong dungeon.
I'm pretty sure I full cleared on inverted.
No, you did. You're right. You did.
Yeah, I was in inverted looking for, I think it was a Great Bay Fairy, because I wasn't planning on doing Woodfall Fairies. But then I came across the Mask of Tooth, and I'm like, never mind. I'm doing Woodfall Fairies instead.
I mean, I found 4 Woodfall Fairies before even getting Deku to see where they were.
Yeah, I think
that's what I was.
Right. That's right.
Yeah.
Like, I knew Dog Race was a fairy because I used GFS or GFM on the way through there, but I just didn't know which fairy it was.
Yeah, I had a really extended early and mid game before even getting to the dungeons, and I think I was at 4-3-3-3 on the fairy counts.
Yeah, you were
Boy,
like
this thing-
split
that
so hard, and it was pretty incredible.
Yeah, Ink is telling us he also pretty much last location Bow and Gamba dog race. So yeah, it seems like everybody kind of played with those kind of regards. A lot of people play the scene very similarly there.
We made good choices today, is what I'm hearing.
I still don't understand why people. I still don't. Well, actually, no. It's because the seed was extreme. I remember what I was going to say now. The seed was so shop heavy. Because what did we have? We had like Gibdo and Couples in the potion shop. We had the Great Bay Fairy in the Goron shop. We had OTD and
Fire arrows
in another shop. Tingle had Magic and Great Spin.
And Donjero.
Yep.
And then Jero, can't forget him.
Yeah. So this was a very shop heavy seed.
Yeah, I think every time I reset, I think my 50 bucks immediately got spent somewhere. Like my bank was like at 80 something, and I used almost all of that for Dog Gamba. Luckily I got it the first try, but like it was just like my money was just always like on Fritz this whole seed.
Gratoffy was also very late to. Was it Gratoffy or Natharian that was extremely late to Magic?
Mine was pretty early.
Gratoffy.
It was Gratoffy, yeah. Gratoffy didn't get Magic until very late, and he's now just getting extended Magic in PFI.
Yeah, so many little purchases this seed. Really quite something. I guess one of the effects of adding the shop sanity too.
And you know what the dumbest thing about all that was? No wallets.
Yeah, there's
Look at
not a
this
single
shit.
wall in this whole seed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think at some point, I'm even remembering, I think at some point I was just like, why not just sell the gold dust and then go put the bank in? It's just free. And I was like, oh. I don't even know if I said it out loud, but I realized it later. I was like, we don't have wallets.
Yeah, I think when I had gold dust in my inventory, I think I forgot why my time of day was weird. I mean, I just didn't want to wait till 10 o'clock at night. I think is what it was. Yeah, I imagine I'm the only one that did hot spring water for North Axis, though.
Yes.
I'd be surprised.
Yeah. Gratofi and Fifth were much earlier to bow.
So much string value, though.
Yeah, and
You're welcome. I did it for the chat.
so you and Pojo also both skipped ice arrows.
I think the ice arrow skip is a fair strategy here. The only thing that's really going to burn you is late GPT and George. And
Yeah, I mean, it
even then,
really is
only
just.
George himself is hard locked by
Yeah. Mhm.
ice. If you can get the iceless water wheel
George isn't
down.
because you have fierce deity and I had
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
the
Mhm.
remains.
Yeah, in theory, you could get the remains
Right.
and do it that way, but that's not guaranteed.
Well, yeah, not guaranteed, yeah, but like that
Yeah,
was
it
actually on
can
my
happen.
mind. Like when I was trying to figure out if I needed lights, I'm like, if I could get into GBT, I could almost full clear it even without like ice arrows because I had the remain.
Honestly, kind of forgot about the remain warps being like a thing.
I was so hoping to be able to do the seed without a bow the entire time.
Yeah. I know KT Bean is waiting for the day where Zora is behind George. So
Oh god. That would be really entertaining.
I've also heard about Goron on Goat. I don't know if these are theoretically possible. I don't know if we've had actual cases of that yet.
yeah, that can happen as long as, of course,
Yeah, still it
Snow
needs to be
Temple
not
isn't
vanilla,
vanilla. Yeah.
and then you need the remain available without Goron.
So
Deku's a bit easier because you can do that dungeon with basically just hook shot.
yeah, and that's actually happened in a seed I ran a week or two ago. Zeku was on Aldawa.
Yeah, I had
Good grief.
Deku
Oh my
on bow
God.
chest, which is pretty similar, I guess.
It just hit me. There's 2 Snowhead fairies in PFI.
Yeah.
Good grief.
The PF and PR play worked out pretty well. I mean, it might have been better for me if I had 3 bottles instead of 2. You know, I
did
think
with
the
2 as
biggest
well.
gain I could have had this seed is getting the Icona access early, but even so, it still worked out pretty well.
Yeah, if Storms was not where it was for me, it probably been a bit easier. But like, I was hoping Storms would be on eggs, and I just get Deku so early. But then I just could not get North Axis.
No.
Yeah,
We were
God.
picking the comedy option of Storms on Egos.
yeah,
But
we were
that
playing
ended
for that
up
one for a while.
that ended up not being the case. It was just chilling on Goron Elder, which was a fairly earlier check in the logic. Yeah, it wasn't like last week where the sea was just straight up a linear train wreck. This was a much more open seed with more stuff in each sphere.
Yeah, the entire
mean-
race, you guys were all in different spots at all different times.
I'm sure it was a good seed to watch. I'll have to watch it back.
Yeah, I'm watching it back
100%.
tonight. Yeah.
100% it was fun to watch. Plus the comedy value of seeing Pamela's father. Wait a minute, Pamela's father? What?
I mean, I also did like Deku Power Without a Logic. I'm like, maybe I can just skip Deku this seed, but nope.
Nope. It was the hard bottleneck.
And plus, like, I wanted it for Woodfall Fairies anyway because I had 4 of them without even seeing the hits.
right. Saber Seed Rush Pamela. Yeah, I was pointing that out earlier when we saw the hint. I'm pretty sure out of like the number of seeds that I've calmed that have Saber has rolled, I think at least half of them, if not more, have been Pamela seeds.
Good grief.
It's just
Yeah.
incredible.
I
Those
haven't
are some
had Pamela in a
statistics.
Yeah, I think we've actually had a good chunk of our Blitz seeds on ZSR have Pamela required. I think the first week of the month in May, not May, March, we had Pamela had a fairy, and then this seed, Pamela had Deku.
And when you start with Oath and an extra free song, I think the chances of it being in Logic earlier, I think just is more likely.
That's true, Because
Yeah,
yeah,
we started with healing, and then all you need
Mhm.
is storms and Icona Axis, and then it's in logic.
yeah, and
Most
Icona
of the number
Access
of ways to
was
be locked.
and Icona was relatively early accessible.
Minus
Yeah,
the logical bow part. Well,
Yeah.
ISO part. Where was LTD out of curiosity? I assume someone
It was
found it.
yes, it
Foolish
was.
found
Sewers?
it. When was that?
It was Foolish Sewers, I think.
Or not
Yes.
LTK.
LTK was in
LTK.
Swamp Grotto.
No, LTK was on the Postman.
Postman's mini.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh,
Bunny Hood was in Swamp Grotto.
Yeah.
Right.
And we thought that was going to be one of the Watts for a
Which
while.
is so silly.
yeah. I literally did no mini games in Clocktown this entire seed except for Goron at the end for the last fairy.
Oh my god.
Like I said, I didn't do Honey and Darling. Didn't do Town Archery. Didn't do a Postman game. Didn't do Swordsman School. Just skipped them all.
We
Like I
were
said, I was
thinking about
planning
that
to
for a
go-
second. We were like, why did some people skip Swords in School? Some people, I think Grat maybe did Postman's game, but not Swords in School. We were just sitting there thinking about it, and at a certain point, it was just like, why not?
Well,
I was gonna go back for it, and then I got
This is funny.
Snippa, so I'm like, oh, like, why look for it when I can just force the issue?
well, Gratoffy was too early in the cycle because Gratoffy did post a minigame day 1 at 3 p.m. instead of night 1, and to bundle it both in.
I've been trying out this new route where I go like branch like in cycle 1 super early. Like I go there like what 10-12 minutes somewhere in that range. So like I do like that you get a lot of info. You get like I think it's like 15 hint stones like through the route I take. But like it does make East Clocktown very weird to like route in later.
Yeah, so Gratoffy is actually going to go for the Snowhead and Icona fairies. It's going to actually get both of the last fairies here in Stone Tower.
Nice.
Pretty cool way to end up.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. I mean, you've got 2 colors of fairies on the bean chests. They're a strong visit.
Also got final hours timing right on the money, which is awesome. Like you said, Pojo, it's kind of hard to route time a day with just like, hey, my last fairy's in this area. I don't know when to start checking it.
Yeah, I mean, Ethereum was just hanging around for a few minutes.
Yeah, I could have done that better, but like the problem was I didn't know what check in East Clocktown it was. I didn't want to like just immediately like advance time and then go for it.
Yeah, if you go to night 3 and it ends up being on GCM, well,
Yeah, that's pretty much. I mean, that's got to
So
be the fear of your time, right? That's why you route safe versus just like aggressively hoping the time of day works out.
Yeah, I also had to go to the
Yeah, I
bathroom
mean,
too, so give me some bathroom time.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it came down to dungeon guesswork. I wasn't sure that I was going to have access to Woodfall Temple to complete my yellow set. So as soon as I knew I had the yellow set, I could double. If that wasn't the case, then I had to keep it on day 3 because of the possibility of Mask of Truth or the
That
5th
definitely
paint,
makes
which was
sense,
what I posted
yeah.
out.
Yeah, I was inverted for a good like day and a half. It's like half day and a half, and like I was hoping to find like my access into like every dungeon without resetting, but it just didn't work out that way. But yeah, fun seed. I'm looking forward to watching it back later tonight.
Yeah, it was definitely a fun watch. This is my first Blitz seed watching too, so I was like pretty excited and just that was a pretty interesting kind of dynamic where you had a lot of different choices you could make.
Yeah,
All the
even
lots
looking
felt
the
like they were
fairies we
pretty
all
valuable.
took.
Oh
Me and
yeah,
Pojo have the same fairies, but like I assume we are like nowhere similar in route. Like 5th has like Snowhead fairies, so
yeah. I mean the Gamba on the dog race definitely was the big change between you and Pojo, because otherwise, no Gamba. I guess you would have to have gone to ICT, gone all the way in.
I mean I would have forced it. I would have just kept going for it if I didn't get
Right.
it the first couple tries.
Which makes sense.
Sometimes you just get lucky.
yeah.
Yeah, force it until you FF.
Other times, like I know someone ran a seed recently and they spent 15 minutes trying to win Doggy Gamba. So,
yeah, I wonder who that could be.
It's kind of funny. We actually have, we have something similar in OOT for like Tetris Chess game where it's a 1 in 32, and
Yeah.
I have seen someone like fail like 50 times in a row and just like just keep going at it because they don't want to go look for lens. But they actually like recently they put in a setting to where the guy won't let you play if you don't have lens.
I see.
It's an interesting
What?
thing.
Well, it has been 2 Saturdays in a row where we've had a fairy on Doggy Gamba, and I've played 2 more seeds beyond that where we've had the fairy on the Dog Gamba.
Yeah, luckily Dog Gamba is not as like the gambling is a lot easier than it is like an OOT for a chess game. It's like what is it, like 30%? Somewhere in there?
Yeah, it's about 30% if you don't have the mask.
Yeah, it's definitely better than the 1 in 30.
Compared to 3% in OOT.
RL. Just pray. Hold your hands together. Hope.
Alright, this is Gratoffy's last fairy, or last fairy reward, I should say.
Nice.
Let's go.
Yeah.
I'll say my only regret this seed, I think, is not pushing Snowhead Temple when I got there the first time. Like, I think my idea at the time was like I was so far out of logic that I didn't want to like try to push myself back into it. And I was trying to stay out of it, and then just end up being hard required lights.
Yeah, I actually I looked away from your screen at that point. I saw you in Snowhead and looked somewhere else, and then like a few minutes later, I was like, wait a minute, did they pick up Lens? Just kind of had to sit there, yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Because as far as I knew, Lens could have been like super early in the seed, and like Bo's just on Soldier there, or like something weird like that.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm just gonna like keep trying to see if I can figure this out of logic. Because I got the bow already, so just end up being the lights hunt.
I can't remember at what point, but we probably had a lot of restream knowledge going into that. But I think by the time, I think Poja was the first one into Snowhead Temple. By the time that had happened, we were kind of aware of like the Lullaby Wath obviously had to lead to like a number of different fairies, and we're just like, okay, it's probably just gonna lock Lens to light arrows because there's not too much else that Lullaby itself would lock.
Yeah, at that point, I think I had figured out that's the only thing it could have been. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it had to lock a 2-star item.
Right.
Since it was a song.
Yeah, and I think...
What's
Oh,
the
yeah,
thing-
right. Poja, you found Mirror right before that, too. I think.
Yeah, because I knew that was the only thing that it could have been was Lens to lead to Mirror. Not Mirror, Lights. Because I had found Mirror somewhere. I forget where.
Yeah, it was like the pot in Woodfall Temple.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's where it was.
Yeah, because you grabbed the fairy, and then went to Snowhead Temple, grabbed the stuff there, Lens, and then just left. And yeah.
Oh yeah, what Ink mentioned too, like, I was so expecting to have storms on eggs. It just made sense. And then, like, I said, it was just algae. I'm like, how?
Surprise.
Yeah.
It's like every other time you gamba on eggs, you get storm, so why would that change?
Right.
Got a big GG coming up here.
Here it comes. Oh, one more.
Yes.
GG.
There we go. GG.
All right, that's going to be a time of 2:25.55. That is the last runner of our restream today, and that actually ends off this race.
It's a fun time.
So yeah, and there is your MMR on ZSR today, folks.
We got our fill.
That we have.
Yeah, I feel like with the seed being very open, like, probably got a very good variety to see, so glad we had a good seed for it.
Honestly, I think one of my favorite parts was the way that everybody was like routing pretty differently.
Yeah, it's probably my favorite part of Blitz so far is that like you have a lot of options even early on, and like you get a lot of seeds in like standard where you just have a lot of like the same route in the beginning.
I mean, like in like a regular, regular like standard seed or whatever, everyone's just trying to beat the dungeons. But in these, you may not even step foot in a dungeon in some of these seeds. So
right. Yeah, no, it's really cool. And plus, I feel like the spacing with like, I guess this seed specifically, but probably in general, you get a lot of time to check a lot of hints early on. And then you have a lot of different checks that you can complete while you're still kind of fulfilling density to a certain extent, and then trying to figure out where am I going to push in the mid game So you have like a lot of time to think about that, and then think about your hints, and then by the time you get to that late game, you have had the time to kind of like digest the logic and think, oh hey, here's what I do want to do with this, what I want to do with that. It's pretty good. Plus, being able to check the fairy locations on the fairies is pretty good.
Oh yeah. Can you imagine the setting if you didn't get
I
info?
can't. I can't.
You basically just have Great Fairy Mask on your C buttons literally all the time.
Yeah. Even if it was like a toggleable option for like one of the D-pad buttons, it would still just be like probably more of a pain than anything.
It wouldn't be as bad if it wasn't as confusing it is in dungeons, especially Stone Tower because of the inverted side. Because it doesn't only count like things that are fairies, but it also counts the checks that are from fairies. So it's like it can be very confusing.
All right. Do we know if Gratoffy will be joining us in the rating room?
Guess while we're waiting for that answer, if anyone has any like extra last thoughts they want to throw in.
Guess
All
that
right,
answers my
must be
question.
GG's, Grab.
Thanks. Yeah, I should really look back at the VOD after to see what I could do better, because this was a bit of a disaster.
I'm trying to think. I mean, you were definitely like keeping pace for a really long time. I'm trying to think about.
So some things that happened is you were very late to Magic,
Oh yeah,
Yes.
Magic.
which was on Tingle and Coast Tingle specifically, and Pirate's Fortress Interior. You were earlier to Ice Arrows, and relatively early to Bow by comparison to everybody else.
Oh, that surprises me, actually. I thought my bow was so late.
Yeah, Pojo got his after the 1 hour mark, and Ethereum did the hot spring water to Pat to Snowhead to get his.
Well, what was funny is, like, after I got my magic, my mind is, like, so focused, like, okay, I guess I'm just going to get spring water from the wells. So I got my Mask of Sense, and then I picked up and then I found out about the magic, and then I was about to go to the well anyways. Glad I stopped myself, but yeah, I was definitely thinking of doing the same thing at one point.
Yeah, everybody kind of got bottlenecked towards Deku at about almost the same time. Pojo's opener ended up sending him west earlier to get Goron a little earlier, and that resulted in A, better speed boost, and B, being able to do a couple of other things early, but he never got Letter to Cafe until very late, and by that point it was already too late to bother rushing Ice Arrows.
Makes sense, yeah. And one thing that threw me off was the two Goron Village. Like, I know now it's going out because the shops are springtime and wintertime, and it counts as two different checks.
Yeah,
but,
go on.
At one point, I just assumed that, oh, okay, the two last checks I need there, one's in the shop and one's going to be on the Swamp Title Deed trade-in, thinking that, like, I'm starting to distrust a lot of the hints in these settings sometimes. So I thought, like, maybe for some reason, the double dungeons was maybe some boss blue warp is only telling me 2 of the 4. I don't know. That's how I justified in my mind, and then I realized what was up after.
It threw us off here on comms too. In your defense.
So yeah, at one point I was thinking, oh, I'll do the Great Bay Fairies. I thought I was further ahead when I wasn't. So pivoted at the end. It's like, well, I guess I'll get the go to Pirate's Fortress and kill time and do that way, just so I'm not waiting out the clock. So. But
My ending route was really good in the end.
All right, well, I don't think I have much else that I want to ask about. I think we've all said our pieces. It was a very interesting seed, like a very interesting opener, like a lot of stuff open, and then bottlenecked into Pamela Deku Mask.
What a time.
But yeah, definitely a good one. Definitely a good one to watch back for sure. Great race by all of you. And I'm looking forward to this tournament.
So am I. I'm so
Yeah, it's gonna be
excited
good.
now.
Alright, GG's, folks. That's going to be it from us here at Zelda Speedruns. And should have another weekly tomorrow. Don't know if it'll be streamed or not, but as the commentators mentioned, there will be a Blitz Season 2 tournament with information will be released soon, TM. Well, with that, that's going to be it. Have a good one, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.